Located on the right bank of the Hậu River and 169 kilometers away from the southwest of Ho Chi Minh City is a lovely city called Cantho. Cantho is the second biggest city in the southern of Vietnam and the most bustling and developed city in the Mekong Delta. It is also the economic, cultural, social, medical, educational, and commercial center of the Mekong Delta. Therefore, Cantho is also the city that attracts the most tourists in the southwest region. Besides river tourism, the Mekong Delta in general, as well as Cantho in specific, are mostly well known for their specialities in religious, culture, and spiritual tourism. Since Cantho has been through a long-standing history of formation and development, it is profoundly affected by the diversity of culture, beliefs, religions, traditions, and customs. Throughout a period of hundreds of years of assimilation and development, Cantho has been one of the most cutting-edge cities in the Mekong Delta nowadays. In spite of that, residents here haven't forgotten about its original traditional values. Cantho is still preserving and bringing these values into play until now. Some of the most representative tourist sites which can be taken as examples for religious, cultural, and spiritual tourism are Bình Thủy Communal House and Hùng King Temple. Let's have a look at Bình Thủy Communal House first. Bình Thủy Communal House is a construction that reflects the quintessence of Cantho's riverside area. The communal house represents its attractiveness when it comprises glorious architecture and noteworthy history. Bình Thủy Communal House has become a fascinating spiritual landmark for not only local residents but also people in Cantho. Every visitor has an opportunity to make a wish and commemorate the contribution of heroes in the past whenever they pay a visit to the wonderful location. Besides, Bình Thủy Communal House is also a place to preserve the long-standing cultural values of the land in the western region of the river. Being erected in 1844, it is considered a spiritual place for worshipping purposes. People wished for favorable weather so they could live in peace and security. The building is the interference between the traditional architectural and artistic values of the nation in the period of reclamation of the southern region and Chinese culture. Although Bình Thủy Communal House was newly built at the beginning of the 20th century, the architecture of the work still retains the decorative motifs and gloss touches that are shown very delicately and vividly. You may have a chance to attend several stimulating traditional festivals, for instance, Thượng Điền and Hạ Điền Festival. The thrilling atmosphere can bring you a colorful spectacle and amusing folklore. Let's move to Hùng King Temple. A huge amount of outstanding past life sceneries are illustrated in front of the worship stone on the second floor. The main area of the worship place is Quốc Tổ Hùng Vương altar, while Tổ Phụ Lạc Long Quân altar and Tổ Mẫu Âu Cơ altar are next to it. Moreover, various weapons are exhibited which are originally from a special historical and cultural monument, which is the Hùng King Temple in Phú Thọ. Hùng King Temple is a religious establishment situated in Bình Thủy district of Cantho in which Hùng Kings are worshipped. The temple is over 39,000 meters in square, began construction in June 2022, inaugurated on 6th of April 2022, and opened officially to visitors on 7th of April 2022. There are some principal areas of the building, namely the main temple, the stately house, the ritual house, the operator's house, and the yard. The overall construction is well built, which is stylized in the special shape of Vietnam's dolmen. Hoàng Sa and Trường Sa that pertain to Vietnam are shown by these two stunning artificial lakes. The center of the building utilizes the exquisiteness of Vietnam kettle drum along with 18 gorgeous sculpture bowl shapes which symbolize 18 Hùng King's generations. The main entrance displays a significant title, Đền thờ Hùng Vương, which means Hùng King Temple. Surrounding the temple, 54 monumental pillars form together in a circle below the cooling pool, which represent the whole Vietnamese society with 54 ethnic groups. There is a stately house simulating the traditional communal house of the southern of Vietnam. Inside of this building consists of an overview of Hùng King history of contribution. It is claimed that the Hùng King Temple, recently situated in the southern, will make a national connection with the northern. Being the spotlight of the center of the area, spreading the wealth of the history are great factors that support the potential city to develop continuously in the near future. Hùng King Temple is a special cultural and religious architectural complex which meets the expectation and religious needs of the majority of Cantho people, in particular, and the provinces and cities of the Mekong Delta in general, as well as bring pleasure, honor, and pride to the region. And that's some of our recommendation of some places that you should pay a visit whether you want to learn about Cantho's culture. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and goodbye.